But anyway, girl, anyway, so just make sure your picture ready.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Chiefs and the Ravens, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
Say bye, I love you. Oh, love you too.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And be careful using that shampoo conditioner. You only need that.
Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 7. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
It's like fucking
dishes are like fucking last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game.
What, you guys don't want shit to fucking drink out of or eat off?
But it didn't need to be.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
I shouldn't have to do them. Fucking not good for y'all.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One thing the what you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
On second down, here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
A first down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it again with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
It looks like it. It kind of looks like it.
They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my voice. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They're going to look to throw. Open man right side is Rice. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways.
In the snow.
In the snow. Milk was 5 cents. Hey, but he's having a great year not to take anything away from him. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drive anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange zone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well. It's incomplete.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Look at this Baltimore defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce in all of his 340-pound glory gets the sack.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped. Put that down for a win in the defense's column.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Okay, I know.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely got to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Okay,
He has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. A quick throw caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Mahomes now on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. On third down, it's Pacheco. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on third and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are back within a score.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Hollywood Marquise Brown who finishes it off with the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And the Ravens taking the field. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On third down, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one too wide and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Mahomes going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Russell. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
You're right on that.
Here's Jackson to throw.
What are you doing?
Throwing middle, but it's
Grab a rag and wipe it up.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball
Using
here.
that
No
without
panic
fucking
in his
nothing on
eyes.
the-
Does that throw a ride? Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
It got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson. But it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there at 22.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Henry. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From Capital One.
Jackson. And an incomplete pass.
That'll
stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout. The Chiefs bring pressure and they block it. And they will take possession of the football right around their own 30. And that play was made coming up the middle. That wasn't a punt block from the outside, Charles.
That means someone had their eyes in the wrong place, and that would be the personal protector. Look in the middle first before you scan to the side. Sometimes they get distracted and think the threat is coming off the edge. Up the middle is the one you have to care about the most because that's the quickest spot and the quickest way to the punter.
going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Butker's kick here is good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now at 16-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We'll skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. That time on the run-pass option when he decided to throw it. Not a quick little drop-off. He went downfield a bit.
Reminiscent of a triple option quarterback in college, because he faked it inside, and instead of immediately throwing it out to the perimeter, stepped back in the pocket to find a target downfield.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. On first down, Mahomes.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. Now the ball comes loose. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually, you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Henry up the middle. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Leo Chanel in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Henry, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This is brought in at the 21. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side, their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. I like that, MVU. Well done.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Russell. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Chiefs.
Now it's Mahomes again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Russell. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 23, here's 2nd and a couple. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Jackson. Complete. It's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Jackson on first down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On second down, here's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On third down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught at the 3. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Yeah.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All you got to do is get in there and quick play.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarter. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag, and he'll do so here. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the...
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And now here comes Kansas City. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards, as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And this is where I'm trying to have that conversation.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. Zay Flowers of the Raven offense back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Now it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes now on first down. That ball caught. It's Rice. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
A gain of 22 yards.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. This is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Henry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. Just over 1:40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on 1st down. Mahomes will throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes. He's got his man on the crossing route. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.